get straight into it. No point with the high. Let's get to it. No point for the highfalutin introduction, because apparently it doesn't always work that people are interested with the highfalutin introduction because they found you already, if you're going to listen. So I'm going to go straight into it. Last week, Saturday. This week, I'm going out and about. It's going to be nice. I'm going out tonight. It's a lovely day. I'm looking forward to it. Last week, I needed restoration. I needed rest. I needed repair. And the reason was I'd been busy and I hadn't been tending to myself the way I should be. And so I saw a post from somebody I follow on Instagram called Ayebainemi Ese, and they are a somatic practitioner and a wonderful dancer and highly creative. And I thought, do you know what? They have this workshop on. I'll be a mug if I didn't go along. I would be an absolute mug. What if they're just doing the workshops for the year and I miss it? I come back and they're no longer doing workshops because they're doing something else. And so I thought to myself, let me just book in one time. Let me just book in because everything's online with them anyway. So yeah, I booked in for the BodyBased, a somatic rest and movement space for Black people by Ayebainemi Ese. And I tell you, rest feels good. Restoration feels good. Repair feels good. The workshop was good. That's a simple review for the thing. However, I want to go and try and dive into a few things that I learned from the event. So the first thing was thoughts and breath are two separate things. They are not the same, even though they can be so closely linked. For me, breathing and thoughts work together in that when my body says yes, my breathing calms. And when my body says no, my breathing is erratic. In general. And I believe that listening to those two things allows rest to happen. In addition, let's see. I mean, one of the things that I have to say, the workshop was at Siobhan Davis' large dance studio room, which is on the top floor. It's bright, it's airy, it's all wood inlay, it's gorgeous. And when I arrived, the mats were out and the pillows were out. And, you know, if you were in any doubt how to begin within a somatics workshop, you didn't need to be told. It's just get yourself down on that mat and rest whatever way you want. And I thought it was radical. I thought it was beautiful because when you arrive and you see a mat and a pillow, what are you going to do? You're going to lie down. I started off lying on my back and it hurt a bit after about 5 minutes. And I thought, well, how can I lie down now? Well, I didn't even think about it. I kind of just rolled over into the recovery position. And I can remember drifting quite happily in a space of thoughts to begin with, but then they started to fade away. And then I was just breathing. And hence, the breathing calmed because my body said yes to rest. And that was really lovely, holistic beginning to the workshop. It's interesting about the atmosphere that Ayebainemi created. It was very calming, welcoming. It was a holistic atmosphere in that you didn't feel like anything was missing, that she had thought about how your mind, body and spirit were working through this event. I think that as a facilitator, they are amazing because there were no instructions. You could try and delve quite hard to find, but no, there were no instructions. There were no directives. There were general directions. There were suggestions. We were guided with clear choices. And there's something about that kind of communication that is non-confrontational, it is inviting, it is accepting, and it is welcoming. Because those sorts of guidance notes, those sort of suggestions help you to access what's going on at your level. And that's really, really important, because that can change at any given time. Sometimes we need rest and we really need to be told how to, with really clear instructions. Other times, I'm telling you, you just take that rest, because you would have grasped that, snatched it, carried it, and took it and used that rest. Sometimes you just need to do that. So I really like that. We started off singularly, like, for example, I remember I was resting at the beginning because I was one of the first ones there. I was resting at the beginning, so I didn't see everybody come in. And generally being quite socially awkward means that I really welcome that, because if you're the first in and you're sort of the person who, if you're organising an event like this, you need to meet and greet people. You are out front and you are prepared for that. But if you're participating, that's a nice responsibility to dodge, quite frankly. And just being in rest mode means that at the beginning means that we all arrive singularly, and yet at the end there's a sense of collective experience. There's a sense of the collective, because we have partook of this opportunity for somatic rest together, and I loved that. I absolutely loved it. As a side note, I have to say that I was so surprised at how tired I was, and I really, 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 really appreciated how the day played out. It was wonderful, wonderful. So what did I learn? I learned that rest is a space to hold non-participation for myself, meaning that if I'm resting, I don't need to perform. Shall I say that again? If I am resting, there is no need for me to perform. And an opportunity not to perform, but also an opportunity not to be observed. Because in the observation from others, humans are more likely to perform. So being in a space where everybody's black means that there is something less likely to create the need to hide from observation, because we're all the same. And this is a beautiful thing. So I was thinking about what transferable resonance is there between a somatics event like this and massage. The thing that massage and somatic events like this of rest have in common is that rest is the focus. The fact that the rest comes in massage through working muscles is interesting, but also the fact that in this somatics event, for example, this lovely rest workshop, it was through your experience through movement. So in one way, this event that Ayebainemi held was about how you felt traversing your sense of movement and your sense of rest, and as a plenary, your sense of drawing out, using mixed media, your experiences on paper. Whilst in massage, the medium, in some respects, the medium is the massage therapist and the mode through touch, whilst the participant records, while the participant responds to the feelings that they are feeling through their muscles, and comparing it with the past, the present, and the after, which in itself is an interesting proposition that I'd never really thought of before. But it is a somatic experience. People come in to feel something, and they appreciate it when they continue to feel something the next day and the day after that. And sometimes there is something felt a week later. And I've had people come back to me, maybe because they're traveling, because they're not in town, because it's always on a very special occasion for them that they book a massage, but they come back to me and they say, oh, I've been wanting to come here for so long because I remember how it felt. The feeling kept coming back to them, but a memory is not the same as the ongoing present somatic experience, hence why people come back. And when you are doing this observation of before, during, and the remembrance of, much of the thoughts of the present moment kind of fall away, and you're left with that sensation of the soma, the heart of you that experienced something. And that is what massage, I believe, and somatic rest events have in common. Okay, so I would say follow Ayebainemi on Instagram. I would say check out the Siobhan Davis Dance Studio website for their listing of the workshop. I believe there's a workshop coming up on the 18th of July. I highly recommend that you attend. Check out the website and see what is going on there. Yeah, and BodyBased is the name of the event. Ayebainemi Ese, their contact details will be with this somewhere where you are listening to this. I'll put a note, and I bid you a wonderful, wonderful end of week. As I look out the window at the sun and at the blue sky, you should be out there. Bye.